Check. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing on this fine Monday?
Fun day.
Whoa, coming in hot there, Tony.
Yeah, sir.
For February 26th. Welcome to another episode of Talking Trends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in, Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you once again.
Once again.
Apologize to my Instagram people. I will be back on Instagram. I just got to set up my new thing here.
It's all right.
I don't know what's going on.
It's okay.
How you feeling today? You feeling tired today?
A little bit. You know what? Today
What
I
happened?
do have the case of, as they say, the Mondays. It's just, I got a good sleep, and
Yep.
for some reason I just can't shake
The Mondays.
just the feeling laziness. So anyway, I got my gym gear on. After the show, I'm going to go to the gym, finish. Oh, my God. Another run, and then I'll have 2 more runs to go.
That's it.
2 more 5K runs, and then that's it. I've done my 5K a day challenge for the month of February 2018.
That's a golf clap right there.
Thank you. I'm
Well
not done yet.
Well
Anything
done.
can
You're
happen
almost
between.
there. Anything can happen.
Right.
You'll have a total breakdown. I can't do it.
That's it.
The last day, I can't.
You never know, man. On Sunday was a rough one. I just didn't really feel it.
Yeah, but we came back from Saturday. Like, we're in Moncton Saturday, so
Yeah.
Sunday was just like, blah.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a far drive, but it just takes it out of you.
I know. I feel what you're saying. How's your day going?
Good. Actually, it's funny that you say Monday. I put out like major social media story about Mondays and how Monday should be. It's ironic that you said that.
I know. I caught that.
I was like, kick Monday's ass, and TK's like,
It's doing it's the opposite. Monday's kicking my ass at the moment. So
never.
yeah.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You know what? It's not how you start. It's how you finish. So
True that.
there you go.
Oh, a golf clap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
2
like
golf
that?
claps today. But
Good. Clap it up, ladies and gentlemen.
multiple claps on that.
That was dope.
like
Anyways, if this is your first time tuning into Talking Trends, we just take news articles from around the globe and we bring them to your doorstep and we talk about them, and we honestly want your opinion on the stories that we talk about. And with that being said, here's a little rundown of what we're going to be talking about
Do it.
today. Interesting little story coming out of California.
Cali.
A man celebrates his birthday by taking a horse on the freeway.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like a great idea.
Maybe not the best move in the world.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Tony's going to talk about the top 10 places burglars hide.
In the first place, they check your stuff. They break into your joint. The hiding spots.
Okay.
So people hide their stuff in weird places in their house because
Yeah.
they think, oh, the burglar will never look here.
Right.
These are the top 10 spots they check every single time. So take those places off your list if you hide your crap in your house.
Fair enough. Up next, a very interesting story of an archbishop lost $73,000 worth of items out of his car.
I love this story.
A really interesting story. You got to tune in for this one.
Oh, my God.
And then finally,
Yep.
rounding out today's show, everybody's not favorite band, Hedley, back at it again.
Ooh.
With accusations again, this time a little bit more serious, not saying the other ones weren't serious,
Oh, they're very serious.
but this one has to do with rape.
Yeah. All the dirty details are coming up.
And Tony, of course, has all the dirty details.
Of course, I do dirty details. That's what I do.
It's on your resume.
It is. First line, I do all dirty details.
There you go. All right, so up first we have this interesting story coming from California where a man celebrating his birthday decides to take a horse for a little ride.
Dun, 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 down the highway. I
Right?
love that.
So an intoxicated man on horseback galloped onto the 91 freeway in Long Beach, California on his birthday,
boy.
putting himself and the animal in danger. Of course, that's what happens when
You think? Yeah.
you're on Long Beach, California, hop on a horse, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take this horse on the freeway,
Makes sense. That's where you got to go.
right?
Wow.
Don't keep on the sidewalk.
No.
So officers, of course, responded around 1 a.m. Saturday to report of a man riding a white horse. Love it. And they stopped the man and had administered a full field test sobriety test with the results of 0.21 and 0.19%. So that's more than double the legal limit.
It's always more than double when they do these
I
things.
know, isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, so this guy was totally tanked up. The picture that I keep on flashing back, this is the actual the photo from
Look at the
from
horse.
from the crime. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Just having a time.
Good.
The horse is casually hanging out in the background.
He's just eating the grass on the side of the road.
Right. If you're wondering, the horse was not injured, thankfully.
Good.
The horse was returned, I guess, to the guy's mother, apparently.
It was the guy's mother's horse?
I don't know who. I think the family owns the horse, so I think the horse was
So
returned to
at least
the
he didn't steal the horse.
Yeah, right.
Or he kind of did.
He kind of did.
It's a family horse.
It's a family horse.
It's like a family car. Yeah.
Right.
Take the horse out. Yeah. Fill her up before you get back.
It's so true.
Yep.
So yeah, the man was ultimately arrested and booked for riding a horse under the influence. That's one for the books.
Yeah. Down the freeway.
That's a good story to tell.
It could. Well, yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah. That's a hell of a story. But you may not want to set that as your example for your kids. You know what I did what did you do on your birthday? Well, I went to a restaurant. Well, you know what I friggin' did.
Back in my day,
Took a white horse down the freeway, mofo.
We used to take white horses on the motherfucking freeway.
I was a lone motherfucking ranger.
Right?
Wow. Yeah. Well, luckily no one was hurt because that could have ended really bad.
No, it could have been really horrible. So again, this is one of those stories. You having a case of the Mondays is going to cheer you up a little bit. We're going to ease you into today's show a little bit.
Simon says better his horse than drunk driving. Agreed.
Yes.
Everyone deserves a good birthday, Ashley. Well, yeah, I suppose everyone does deserve
right?
a good birthday. I suppose that's true.
Don't deny a person from riding a horse on a birthday.
Well, it's slightly illegal. No, that's not illegal. But riding it down the freeway.
Yeah.
Is it illegal?
Well, you see cops. We have cops that are on horse, but they're not on the freeway. They walk on the streets. Like the streets and sidewalks.
That's true.
So I don't know where they draw the line between like streets and freeway.
Well,
I guess because maybe the speed limit. I don't
speed
know.
limit was there's a minimum.
Yeah,
but a horse can go.
The horse can run, man.
Yeah, but this dude was not. He was probably swerving all over. You know that guy. He's not he's not the Lone Ranger out there.
I think he was casually riding the horse. I think I would just.
He was drinking a beer as he's going along, like.
It's chill.
You can't make lane switches of signals and stuff unless he was signaling and being proper. And
man, you know, it'd be even better if he picked up too. If he just,
you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if he did. There's nothing more impressive.
I would if a man pulled over, if I was a lady, and some dude started hitting on me and he was on a white horse,
just showed up.
You're all mine,
dude. Like.
It's done.
That's like out of the love novels, those nasty novels.
Basically.
Yeah, there's always a guy, there's always a white horse on the cover.
Yeah.
Flowing hair.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
White horse.
The white mane, his mane, two manes.
A Long Beach legend.
I love it. You got to date that guy. That's the guy you date.
Exactly. Having problems on Tinder? Look for the guy on the white horse on the freeway.
Get on Tinder. Take a picture of yourself with a white horse.
No. That's fake. No. You need the realness.
But if you have the horse,
I suppose.
Yeah.
I needed an action. I needed a real thing in action.
Okay.
Up next, where the burglars? Hi, Tony. Tell me what's going on. What can I expect when somebody's breaking into my home? Where should I look and where should I hide my Picasso paintings?
Here's where you shouldn't hide them. There's 10 spots that the burglars. They're the first 10 places they go and look because they know people hide their crap in these places.
Okay.
10 places you don't want to hide your stuff. And if you do have your stuff in those places, you might want to think about moving, especially after this because maybe some burglars are watching and they're like, oh, man, I'll go check. I never thought about checking in there. Number one.
I'm going to stay quiet.
Yeah. So number one place, you should definitely move your crap if it's in that area. Under the mattress. Classic place. Don't do it. It's the very first place that burglars will go and check to see if you've hidden your little stash of cash.
Any burglar newbies take some notes too, because these are the places you want to look for the dumb people.
Yeah, make a note there, burglars and wannabe burglars out there. So number one, a mattress. Don't do anything. Don't hide anything under there. Okay. Number two, pretty simple, bedroom closet. It's the second place they go. Pretty obvious. They're going to go check all your shoe boxes and see if you have any stuff in there. Number three, dresser drawers. Pretty common. There's some weird ones here. Number four, portable safe, which seems like a no-brainer that they would go check the safe. Portable safe. They'll take the whole thing with them.
Right. That makes sense.
Those small safes, they're not that heavy.
No.
You know what I mean?
You got to plant those to the ground.
You got to bolt them down, yeah. Number five, medicine cabinet. I don't know. I never hide anything in them. Medicine cabinet's like in your bathroom. Like people go through your medicine.
Next to the preparation H.
I would not hide anything there for sure.
Right.
This one I think is popular, freezer. I think a lot of people hide valuables like in the back of the freezer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Some people freeze their credit cards.
Yeah, not a good place.
Weird though. I never would have thought of freezer. Okay.
Well, here's the thing: they're not going to go through all your food goods, but if they see something in your freezer out of place, like a small little box or something you hid in there, or like something that doesn't fit in there, that's where they're going to go and they're going to hit that thing first.
I used to put bacon fat in there.
You did? Yeah. Bacon fat?
Yeah.
In the freezer?
Yeah, it was freezing.
So
it starts to stink in the summer. Just leave it out.
What are you keeping bacon fat for?
for cooking.
Oh, I thought you said bacon. I mean like bacon, like pork bacon. You're storing bacon fat?
Well, yeah.
Baking.
No, bacon.
Like from bacon?
Bacon, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people do that. That's a thing.
Is it a thing?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a thing, people? I want to know.
People have jars of bacon fat to cook for later, or it makes it easier to dispose of instead of pouring it down your drain.
That I can see, yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely before put it in my freezer.
Learn something new every day.
So if you see a mysterious box in the freezer,
it's
all yours.
And listen, the bacon fat must be
high commodity.
That's a high commodity right there. So they might take that too.
Right.
Number 7, office drawers. Pretty common. Don't put an office drawer. I think that's one of the first places they start going through. Bad place. This one's kind of weird. A vase. I don't know if I'd ever hide anything in a vase.
Receipts.
Yeah, that's no value. Plus, don't you have a flower or plant in there with water? Ziploc bag. It's all sealed.
Hey, man.
I should thought that'd be a pretty good place, actually.
Right.
I would think the vase, unless they take the vase with them. Liquor cabinet. Bad place. They're probably going to go and take some of your liquor. Or maybe
Fair
take a drink.
Fair
So don't put your jewelry in there. And the last place is a suitcase. Any suitcases that are out and about, they're going to go check.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're usually full of stuff. So if you have your stuff in those areas, you might want to move your stuff.
Okay.
How about a bank?
Yeah, you get a
That's a
safety
new
deposit.
idea.
You get a safety deposit box.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Do you?
Yeah, I got one for free.
What? I was going to say they're cheap. Free's good.
Free's even better.
Was that with your account? You just got it for nothing?
Mm-hmm.
You were the dude.
Yeah.
Hiding your gold and diamonds in there.
Yeah, all my copper pennies from 1997.
John says they hide different stuff in the hood. According to Antoine Dobson, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, they're out here
I
raping
do remember
everybody.
That. I like that. That was a good one. And Lisa confirms I save my bacon fat for cooking. It's a thing.
Told you, Tony.
Shouts out to Lisa. Lisa's always got your back.
Hey, it's all right. Baby girl.
Thing. All right.
She's a baby girl.
It's a thing. She backed you up on that one.
Baby girl got my baby back. My baby back.
Bacon fat. So that's what's up. Move your stuff if it's in those areas. The bank safety deposit box would be the most wise choice.
Right?
Yeah, that's just the move.
We slowly transition into a story that's somewhat, I feel, that's kind of related.
I think this one is, yes.
This archbishop, it's very weird. I want you to keep your ears peeled for this one.
Very weird.
All right? So self-proclaimed archbishop says more than $73,000 worth of items were stolen from his car.
Wow.
So police are currently investigating that alleged theft this week of more than $73,000 in jewels, cash, electronics, and religious items from inside a vehicle left at a valet service at a New Haven hospital. Yep. Apologies. So, here we go.
Give us the list of items.
The list of items?
Yes, I'd love to know what he had in his car. To equal $73,000.
Check it out.
What did he have?
Let's take a sip of your water, your tea, your pop, whatever you're drinking.
Bacon fat.
Bacon fat, what have you. So the victim told police when he returned to his car the value items were missing. So items missing.
Yes.
An HP computer valued at $1,000, a white iPad, $800, a crossbeam of 21 karat gold valued at $14,000, a gold religious staff valued at $7,000, a 21 karat gold bishop's ring valued at $12,000, a black PlayStation 4 with 6 unknown games valued at $350, a chalice valued at $15,000, 18 karat gold chain and cross valued at $500, a bishop's vest valued at $6,500, a bishop's crown valued at $4,500, a blessing cross valued at $300, a black Samsonite suitcase containing church documents valued at $350, and finally, a black Nintendo Switch valued at $360.
Dude, that's a lot of stuff in your car.
Plus cash.
Oh my God. What in the world? Was he moving? Was he living out of his car? Like, he's got some wild items in here.
I'm not even done yet. Here's the kicker.
Yes.
Here's the kicker of
What's
it
the
all.
icing on this situation?
The victim, the archbishop himself, stated that the thief, whoever took the $73,000 worth of items that we just mentioned, missed the $30,000 of jewels left in the trunk.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So not only his car alone had over $100,000 of valuables. $30,000 in the trunk of just jewels.
I don't get it, man. Why?
I just don't
Why
understand.
did he
I feel
have
like
all this stuff
I
in
don't
the
know.
car?
No idea.
I don't get it.
His car, I believe.
What was the car worth?
The car was a Cadillac.
Jesus. So the car itself was valued probably like 50 grand.
He's a caddy. These guys, listen. This goes to show how much money is in religion. It's the #1 business in the world.
So you're saying we should open a church?
I'm saying we should open up the Talking Trends Church starting maybe this Sunday.
Yep.
All donations go to a worthy cause.
Agreed.
Matching Cadillacs.
That is the move.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that. Matching $30,000 in the trunk at least of valuable items.
Lord, man.
Yeah. So almost like, did this guy rob somebody before?
Well, this is what I was thinking when you told me the story. I was like, okay, is he like a super crook and he had all this stuff in his car, but he reported it.
This guy sounds like a couple people that I know's car. No, it's like,
oh, Jesus. Don't do it.
I'm just kidding, man.
Don't do it. Ashley says, is he a bishop or Santa Claus? Well, sounds like he's a little bit of Santa Claus.
Listen, let's put the guy's picture up.
I like the religious stuff he had, like the crosses and stuff that are worth a fortune.
Insane.
And the 30 grand in jewelry. Like, I don't
just hanging out in the trunk.
What a weird list of stuff, man. I don't get that.
I don't know if you. Yeah, it just. Okay, if I'm transporting that much stuff,
yeah,
I'm gonna get somebody to do it for me.
But I don't understand. Where is he taking it from? Where,
I have no idea.
Like,
I need more. I think I need to get a little bit more.
And
details.
even dumber, you leave it in the car.
Right. And then on top of it, you're like, you know what? I'm not going to park it. I'm going to get valet too.
Here you go. Like,
we just had a story last week talking about a valet service that happened locally at the airport where
the guy
joyrided in a person's car and added 3,000 extra kilometers to the odometer.
Yeah, damage to the car. Drain the gas tank.
Didn't even leave the gas tank full.
No.
So again, it's just kind of like, you know what? In these situations, if I ever make it to the tax bracket where I can afford a valet,
yes,
I'm gonna choose not to. And also, I'm gonna not put like $100,000 worth of items in my car to steal.
You just might want to avoid that situation.
Listen, if people want to steal something from my car, go right ahead. There's a Good Life water bottle. It's all
your
yours.
car is so clean.
Yeah, it's all yours. I have a paper towel in the back. It's good.
If there's anything in your car, you know where it is? It's in a secret compartment.
Yes.
Because you don't see anything in his car. His car is the cleanest car literally on this planet. It's over a year old.
Yeah.
And it's like came off the showroom floor.
Hey, man.
No word of lie. Anyone who's ever been in TK's car knows you could eat off the floor. Literally, you could eat off the floor.
Yeah.
And actually, that would make a mess because the floor is pristine.
I remember somebody got in the car and scuffed their shoes on something, and they were like, "Is this bothering you?" I was just like, "No." But then I went home and
you cleaned it.
I cleaned it, and then I laid on my bed and I crossed their name off my friends list.
I like your attention to detail. I do. Lauren says I'm guilty of leaving way too many important stuff in her car. So we're all guilty of it, I guess, at some point.
And here's another interesting tip. I remember I had a friend who would leave their car door open at night because they felt that the reason they don't want to deal with paying for the destruction to potentially get into a car.
So they'd rather have someone just go in.
So they just rather, like, you know what, you can rummage through, just don't break my windows in the process.
So they obviously have nothing of value in them.
Right, and that's the thing. I think the biggest thing here we can attest, ladies and gentlemen, is if you have anything valuable in your car right now, let's just bring it into your house. Don't put it under the carpet.
Good idea.
Don't leave it in the freezer or the closet or in a vase. Put it somewhere that I don't know.
Why does it sound like common sense? Like we shouldn't really have to be able to. We shouldn't have to say this time.
Well, it happens all the time.
Ash says I don't even leave my good sunglasses in the car, let alone $73,000 worth of stuff.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Dude, that's an inside job.
I think it's an inside job. I think it's also an insurance come up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a setup, bro. There's no way.
Yeah, self-proclaimed bishop.
Dude, there's no. You remember the episode of Seinfeld where he was trying to get rid of his BMW and he would just get out of the car because it stunk so bad?
Yes.
And he just took the keys and he tossed them on the homeless guy sitting there. He tossed the keys on the. It's the same situation. You tossed them to the valet, $100,000 worth of stuff in. Come on, bro. It's something going on. There's more to that story.
Now,
I don't like them.
Speaking of more to stories,
ooh, daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board of Talking Trends, we all sit here together, discussing hot topics.
The hottest.
The hottest of topics, such as the ones you've just heard. Now to potentially the hottest subject this month with Hedley. The story gets deeper, ladies and gentlemen.
All you Hedley fans out there.
Shouts out to everybody who still went to the concert.
Yeah.
That happened here. When was that? Friday? Thursday? Friday?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Shouts out to you guys for the continued support of these guys.
Yeah.
You gonna keep standing by these guys? I don't know. That's perfectly up to you. No judgment over here.
Yeah.
But when you hear what's about to happen next, you may have to change your mind and realign your values and what you hold dear in your life. Tony, I will say no more.
That's a great setup. And I concur with everything he said. Yes. So anyway, you Hedley fans, or you guys that have been following the story about Hedley, lead singer, of course, Jacob Hoggard. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it's not going away, and it's getting a lot worse. A woman, an Ottawa woman, has accused the lead singer of Hedley of rape. So, it wasn't bad enough, of course. As you know, the stories have been circulating about the alleged underage sexual harassment and assault and suggestion from him to these underage girls that he's been communicating with. Well, now it gets a lot worse. Basically, a 24-year-old woman from Ottawa accused him of rape that happened back in 2016 in Toronto. So basically, the story goes: he, number one, of course, he denies all allegations, even the ones of the underage.
Of course, this girl's a little too old for him.
Yeah.
By their standards.
Yeah. And here's the thing: it happened in 2016. She decided to share her story as a result of all the other young ladies that are coming up and telling their stories. Of course, that's why she decided to go ahead and move forward. So she claims that basically she says, "quote unquote," I didn't want people to know who I was and associate myself. Did you want to say something?
I'm going to put out a warning because I think you're going to get into some detail.
Yes.
Of what happened between these two. What this lady is saying had happened during the situation when these guys had hooked up. So if you have any kids or this is playing out loud and your grandmother or your mother's or your other family members are listening, put the headphones in because
this may be the time to.
Tony's going to talk about some things in detail.
And the reason I want to talk about the detail because I think it goes to the validation of this woman's story. This is the kind of stuff you don't make up. It sounds it's very detailed.
Right.
So that's why I have a tendency to believe the story just a bit more, But anyway, the woman, quote unquote, she says, I didn't want people to know who I was and associate myself with being the girl that was raped by the singer of Hedley. I didn't want to be that person. And I also thought that because I went there to see him, because she traveled to Toronto to see him, as a result of them communicating and texting, nothing would come of it because it was my own fault. So she automatically gave the fault to herself, saying, "Okay, I flew there."
And this is the common thing that happens, and this is why a lot of these other stories. I'm sure there's other people out there that have been done wrong, and we've said this multiple times on the show. It's embarrassing. They find, and as you're explaining it right now, like I mean, I can't imagine being in their shoes, but I'm trying my best too. And they find it embarrassing. And what will the world think of me? What will my friends and family think of me? And in this case, it's showing. I mean, at least she's trying to be an open book as possible on what her feelings were and of the accounts of what happened. Yeah,
absolutely. I agree 100% for sure. She also says, she's quote unquote again, even if I agreed to have sex before I got there, doesn't mean when I'm there, he can do whatever he wants to me. She said, I feel up until the moment you're about to have sex with someone, you're allowed to say no and change your mind. 100% agree.
You're allowed to say no even while you're doing it.
Even during the process. The woman also says, of course, she was a college student when she first came in communication with Jacob. In November 2016, she was a volunteer at the Weekdays concert in Ottawa.
Unbelievable.
Where she, he described as a Weekdays, of course, super ambassador, because he's been a part of Weekdays, which is I
wonder why
kids event. So it just seems to get worse and worse.
We see you, buddy.
During the event, she says, Hoggard, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Communicate with her.
You're sorry. Oh, you're sorry for saying his last name wrong.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Communicated with her, where she said that Jacob communicated with her via Snapchat, social media app that allows users to text photos, blah, 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 as we know. But she was a little shy to meet him, of course, that day. 2 weeks later, Hogarth purchased her a round-trip train ticket to see him while he was in Toronto.
There you go.
They made plans to meet up, I shouldn't say hook up, in November 2016. The woman said she anticipated having sex with Hogarth, but expected it to be consensual. So she was going there. She traveled all the way. She said, okay, this is probably going to happen, but she wanted to be consensual. Of course, I expected sex. I wasn't going to Toronto to watch TV with someone I barely know. Not naive, but he completely crossed the line. Mm-hmm. So this is where it gets a little bit more detailed in what happened. So basically, as soon as they met in the hotel in Toronto, she texted Hogarth to meet him in the hotel. The singer waved from the elevator when he was coming down to meet her. As soon as they stepped into his room, she says that he pushed her against the wall and started kissing her. He was waiting, apparently, for another room to be ready. They went, and of course, the hotel person who worked the hotel came to his room and said, listen, your other room is ready. It was a suite or something. When he got to the next room, she says, that's when he acted like a completely different person. Claiming that when she entered the second room, she saw a king-size bed, large TV balcony, large mirror stretching over the headboard. At that point, she says Hogarth took her cell phone because he didn't want her taking any photos of them together. There was a movie on the television, she says, that we'd only been watching for 10 minutes when he flipped her over on her stomach and pinned her down. She alleges he slapped her, spat on her face, forced her to have anal sex, something she says she had never done before. She says he didn't wear a condom.
Oh, wow.
And that he ignored her when she was crying, saying, quote, stop, through the tears. I was clear that I was not interested in it, and I was so uncomfortable, I started crying. He just kept telling me I was being a good girl and petting my head.
Unbelievable.
She also says that he grunted loudly and made piggy noises. He called her, quote unquote, dirty little pig.
Wow.
I can still to this day picture his face and how scary he looked and how scared I was. She says he didn't stop assaulting her even though she was bleeding from her vagina and anus. At one point, she says he pulled her off the bed by her legs, dragged her into the bathroom. She says Hogarth asked several times if he could urinate on her, then asked if she wanted to pee on him. She says he backed off when she kept repeating, no, that's disgusting. 5 hours she was in the hotel. 5 hours?
Christ.
She was in the hotel. Hogarth raped her several times, vaginally and anally. In the middle of it, Hogarth ordered room service, she said. In between all this that's going on. So sometime in the afternoon, Hogarth told her he had to go to a meeting. She says he returned her cell phone and called her a taxi. She stepped into the car crying, dropped off at Tim Hortons across from Union Station.
Jesus.
So that's about as detailed as you get.
That's pretty good.
In a situation like this. So I don't know. What do you say?
And here's the thing. Here's an interesting thought of what you just said.
Yeah.
The big problem, well, not problem, but point of interest, if you were, with a lot of these allegations is that a lot of them in Hollywood have been years ago.
Yes.
10 years.
Yep.
15 plus,
yep.
Whatever. This, 2 years ago, 2016.
2016.
So the memory is still, I'd say, quite fresh. And I would say it will be quite fresh. If this traumatic statement is 100% true,
yep.
Which, I mean, that's a hard thing to, I don't know, to make up. And again, she first says how she's embarrassed to even like kind of come out as the girl.
Yep.
And then on top of it, to go into such great detail. So I don't understand what she, like, again, like, what will she gain from all of this? That'd be my argument, right?
Well, here's the other thing too. It's not, she's not coming forward to,
she's not trying to get money.
She doesn't want to reveal her identity. She doesn't want to come forward and get her 15 minutes of fame. There's no fame in this, obviously.
Right.
So yeah, there's no agenda to it. There's no gain for her. In fact, it's only, I mean, it would be, if her identification was out, it would probably just be worse for her. But I think that people would also embrace, say, listen, you're brave and you're coming forward and you're speaking where maybe a lot of people won't. So I can see, that side of it too. She also says during the trade by, she says when the initial shock wore off the next day, she messaged Jacob and accused him of rape.
Oh, wow.
Hours later, he called her and told her not to contact him again. Then he blocked her number. So I mean, it's like one thing after the other is just being stacked up in this case. She also did go to a medical center. She had the rape examination done as well, just to make sure she didn't transmit any diseases, right? Because he had no condom, of course. So she did do that, and it shows. She told the doctor she was sexually assaulted.
So now, not only this, like her, the verbal story.
Yeah.
Now there's obviously there would be some sort of a trail medically.
Yeah, she didn't go to her police because, like I said before, she didn't want to be known as that. I mean, the fact that she's coming out now, it was only a result of the other, accusations that are coming out.
Exactly.
So I think the timing is good.
Yeah,
it's never good, but the timing is right now. And on top of that, you know what? I think keep an eye on this story because I don't think she's going to be the only one.
No, listen.
It's sad. It's sad for a lot of people. I mean, here's a great Canadian talent, this band, which has done Canada proud, and then this just comes out and just, and here's the shocker, man. And you were saying about it, you were talking about it earlier, people that went to the shows. I don't get it. And now, I mean, if the tour continues, which I'm imagining it's going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to explain a reason I think that this tour is continuing. It's not because
you have a good point in this, yes.
It's not because they're supporting and we're going to do it just cause because we owe this to our fans. No, I honestly think, this is my thought and opinion only, not Tony or the entities of Talking Trends. I think if their tour ended, they would be sued by all the promoters that have booked them.
Yeah.
And now that they have been dropped from their record label, radio, booking agency, that's a lot of money to recoup.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or to give up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't say anything to even start to defend these guys whatsoever.
No, but I think you're right. We know the business. We know the music side of business, promotions. We know about, that side of that business. So I agree. You know what I mean? Like promoters out there who have dumped tens of thousands and maybe more money into promoting this show for themselves, so they're going to get sued by sponsors or whoever on the other end. Yeah. So they want to make sure that the show continues. That being said, I think there should be some sort of line or some sort of statute in place that goes, listen, the problem is he's not officially charged with anything. Everything's accusations, but read between the lines. Right. This many accusations. Listen, chances are it's true.
And now on top of those accusations, now you have a rape charge.
And now you got rape
accusation.
You know what I mean? So if he does actually get officially charged,
then they got to stop. Then the authorities got to be like, okay, this can't continue.
Yeah,
this is unbelievable.
So I mean, yeah.
And I also find it funny where people are like, we stand by them. Innocent until proven guilty. Yep. Listen, if you have a neighbor who you may hear some rumors that they're being inappropriate with taking care of kids in your neighborhood.
Yep.
Are you going to continue to send your kids over to such neighbor? You're going to stand by them? You're going to stand outside their house with the Bristol board saying, hey, innocent until proven guilty, I'm still sending my kid over there. You know what? People sent their kids over to Michael Jackson's place because they wanted a goddamn paycheck.
True story.
There's no support in it. I just find it hilarious. And then those said fans bash the other people that have been on tour and leave the said tour because of moral obligation to leave the tour because just again they feel that it's the right thing to do. Yeah. You don't want to be aligned with people such as these guys.
Absolutely not. And like you said before, people will say, all right, he's innocent until proven guilty. But then we looked at the dozens of Hollywood accusations that came, upon these actors that were acting inappropriate, the producers acting inappropriate against young female actresses. They were found guilty by the social media and the public immediately.
Right.
So how can you stand up for one person and not stand up for the others. I mean,
don't understand how people pick and choose their battles.
you can't just do that. Listen, if they're guilty across the board, but listen, you can either be one way, or you can be the other.
I think in this case, there is no flip-flopping back and forth. You have to stand on one argument and stick to it. You can't be like, I think Harvey Weinstein is a piece of shit and da-da-da-da. Well, you know what? I'm still going to go to Nelly's concert because why? Like, he's literally being accused of literally the same thing. And in this case, these guys now have added rape on top of the being inappropriate with minors.
Yeah, when it's one case, I think, okay, it might be one case, okay, whatever. It may or may, I don't know. Like, one case is one thing. When you have dozens of cases coming against you, it's the Weinstein thing all over again, man. Like, I mean...
Also, that company going to have to file for bankruptcy.
And that's a side note there. Yes, I saw that today. But, yeah, you're right. You can't pick and choose. It's not right.
Yeah.
And, hopefully justice is served. Really friggin' sad and disturbing story.
On all accounts, from, as you said, from just even like Canada in general, the representation of Canada, and it's like you got an awesome band at one point, and then this is how this is how you're going to be remembered.
It sucks because celebrities and people in power take advantage of situations, and for example, in this case, it's a celebrity. Like this is a fan. This was a fan.
Yeah. Of
the band, and then this happens to you. It's like, oh wow, like no responsibility at all on the other side. Like you're a role model, whether you like it or not. You're a role model,
exactly,
to thousands of kids and young people and old people. And this is the example you set. And you're in a position where you can get women. Right. This is rock and roll, baby. I mean, they're everywhere. They're of age,
right?
And you can find them.
Yeah.
Why commit something like this? Now you just created. You've number one done something criminal, and number two, you've created a suicide for your group. It's over.
Yeah,
like something you work towards. Like
I also think too, if this somehow all just goes away and gets swept under the carpet, as you're saying, these guys and people of their stature, they are looked up to. So in this situation, what happens when this is swept away? What is that? What message are they sending to all these people that look up to them? And it's like, okay, well, if they can get away with it, then.
Yeah, all around.
I can.
Yeah, it's a bad tone all around. Lauren says apparently they have new management, PR, and agents. It disgusts me how many people can still support them, and this tour baffles me.
Yeah,
I think that sums it up. I think it makes no sense to me at all. Just because they're famous, you don't get a pass, people.
No, exactly.
Just because you got some notoriety, you don't get a pass.
No.
Wrong is wrong. No is no. Rape is rape.
Right.
Get your shit together.
Point blank and simple.
Anyway, but that's what it is. We will keep you on the developing story. And trust me, this story ain't over.
No, it's going to continue to grow, I believe.
And if you got tickets to Hedley concert, you know what? Fucking go get a refund, will you?
Unbelievable. Yeah, dude.
Just go get a refund.
Can you get a refund? Go out and have some dinner with your friends and family.
Yeah, like just do it.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Don't set that example for young people. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Bring your kids out. No.
Yeah, go ahead. Go get your meet and greet on.
Oh, God.
Jesus. All right. That's what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great episode of Talking
Sorry
Trends.
about the deep and heavy subject, but I mean it's relevant.
Sometimes we have to do it sometimes, Tony.
Anyway, that will round off your Monday. How do you feel now?
I feel good. You know what? I feel good because
feel better.
A lot of people we could be doing way worse, and
we've done some justice.
I feel a little bit more energized. I can't wait to go to the gym, and also I'm kind of pumped because we have a special guest coming later on this week.
Yeah. Oh, one quick last comment.
Oh, sorry.
Lauren says Ticketmaster is refunding all tickets. Don't support them. Don't take your kids, she says.
Okay.
Don't take your effing kids. She said.
Well, honestly though, like
thank you, Lauren.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you see this whatever podcast, if you somehow stumble upon it or anything else, like just have the goddamn common sense to be like, you know what? Instead of seeing these guys now that they've been accused of rape, let's just have a family night, stay at home, or order pizza with the money that you spent on tickets or what have you.
Dude, there's gonna be other concerts and other entertainment coming along. Exactly. It's not that you're going to see Jesus.
Bruno Mars is going on tour. I think he's on tour right now.
Yeah.
So he's probably coming to a city near you.
Finesse, baby.
Yeah, go see that show.
See some finesse.
Right? That's a good show.
That's a good damn show.
All right.
So what's the deal? You going to the gym?
Going to the gym.
Okay.
Gonna finish
Get your fitness on.
one of my last runs.
You're almost there, baby.
For February.
So close.
I'm pumped now.
Yeah, that's good.
Gonna do that. Gonna go out, have a little coffee after the workout.
You are the dude.
Yeah, get some work done. Gonna do a little review of a social media application that has been slowly coming out.
Yeah.
So hopefully the video will be up later tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah, also, yeah, we're here at Talking Terms. We're gonna try and have a weekly guest, and this week, maybe we'll tell who's coming tomorrow or Wednesday. But she's a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
Crazy Instagram following.
Big social media following.
Super crazy.
Super good on Instagram. Over just over 47,000 followers.
Yeah.
And yeah, our friend's gonna pop in on Thursday. We'll let you know who that is. And yeah, I want to pick her brain a little bit about social media and influencing. And
exactly. So, ladies
official.
and gentlemen, if you're sitting out there, if you have a business or you're a DJ or anything, an artist, you want to get your Instagram game up. This will be the time to tune in and ask some serious questions. If you're like, how can I get my feed as poppin' as yours, especially on a local level, to have that many followers is pretty.
We're gonna have to ask her some questions.
Hey man, listen, yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we appreciate you guys joining us today. Much love and respect to all of you out there, and respect each other.
Ultimately,
that's the lesson of the day, people. Just respect each other. Yeah, right. Golf clap on that.
That was good. Yeah,
respect each other, people, and we'll be back tomorrow
with some more topics.
Oh, we got some juicy ones tomorrow.
We'll have a good day tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Always.
We look forward to seeing you. And until then, have a good evening. Stay positive. And like Tony said, respect one another.
Yep, be safe.
And we out.
Peace.